right, you think after 8 years this wouldn't make me nervous, but all right, here we go. So this is me. I actually just redesigned my website, so if you haven't visited in a while, go look. It is much more encompassing of everything that I do. Also, if you are new to the group, please, this is my business cell number that has all my automated features in it. Text the word guide to that. That's going to give you some great information on your baby steps for doing your ditch and switch to a more natural life. All right, a little bit more about me. As my bio said, I actually am a degreed graphic designer. So that was my first life. Was working in the corporate world in Dallas, the Galleria office towers for interior design firm and a trade show firm. Fast forward some years and 2 kids later, I taught preschool, and then after I retired from preschool, was really wanting to do more in the natural world to help people. So I found an online, actually a Christian-based natural health school. And so I spent a couple years becoming a naturopathic doctor. So I actually don't use the word doctor. However, if you don't know, doctor simply is the Latin for instruct or teach. So in that realm, I am a naturopathic doctor because that's what I do, is I try to help sheep. My disclaimer is I cannot diagnose, treat, or prescribe, but I will promise you that you do not have a pharmaceutical deficiency. So, that being said, most DISCs is nutritional deficiency, toxicity overload. Ashley talks about this all the time. So if you can get to the root cause of what is wrong with you, your body will heal itself. And don't forget to drink your water and get sun, because you are basically a houseplant with complicated emotions. All right, this is my lie. Many of you know that both of my kids graduated college. Kate graduated from my alma mater, Texas Tech. Jake only went to Tarleton and got a criminal justice degree. Most of our life was around Kate doing her musical theater. We watch a lot of football. Those of you that know my husband, Mark, know that he's the director of superintendents for the city of Arlington, which means he runs all 4 of their golf courses. And
he's Jake. Awesome.
Yes. Bill is his biggest cheerleader. My son decided to follow in his dad's footsteps this past spring. So Jacob is now actually an assistant in training for Rivercrest Country Club in Fort Worth, which is the oldest country club in Fort Worth, I guess. So anyway, so now more golf in our house because we didn't have that. Now, about me. Why choose Young Living? Y'all all know you can see all sorts of products in the store. Everybody seems to be jumping on the essential oil bandwagon. You can buy them at the gas station. Please do not. There really is a reason and a difference in quality. And my comment down here is purity is more than just the ingredients. Even when they are distilling the oils, if you do it at the wrong temperature or for the wrong amount of time, you are not going to get the great properties or the constituents that you want out of that oil. So that's why I chose Young Living, because it really does matter. And most companies actually don't make their own oils. They buy them off the open market, put their label on them. They have no idea where they came from. Young Living is different in that we have what we call our seed to seal guarantee that goes through from the seeds in the ground through the entire process. We test everything. We do in-house as well as third-party testing, and we actually are now accredited as far as our testing goes, which means when we say what we know is in the bottle, that is actually what's in the bottle. Purity is guaranteed. We do own our farms or have a lot of partner farms literally all over the world. So again, we know where everything's coming from. You can visit the Young Living Farms, which is rare amongst all the companies. Again, it's one thing that makes us different. This is in, I think, Canada, the Highland Flats Farm. This is some tree plant material. This is the actual distiller or cooker. They put all the plant material in here, seal it up to do the distilling. This is a room down below, so the cookers are up here. Everything is distilling and coming down here. And then you get this product, which is the hydrosol and the distilled oil, which gets separated, and then that's your oil right there. I've been to 2 of the farms, so there's some of my beautiful pictures. It's really cool to know, thank you, to know that I have planted lavender that grew up and became someone's bottle of lavender oil. But that's one thing that makes us different, is we invite you to come to the farms and see the process. Also, I love to talk about the fact that our foundation does a lot of different projects, and Young Living, the corporation, pays for the Young Living Foundation's administrative fees. So when you donate to the foundation, every single penny goes to the foundation. There are no administrative costs. All right, this is your information for the day, because I could speak for like 2 hours on this. Fragrance. If you see the word fragrance on a product, you do not know what that means. It can have formaldehyde in it. It's a proprietary formula, so they do not have to list the ingredients. And if you say, oh, they're not going to put anything unsafe in there, you are naive. So there's a lot of products that are grandfathered in that have been in for forever. And what the FDA requires is that you prove that it is unsafe. You do not have to prove that it is safe. Does that make sense? So these are just some of the problems that can arise out of one simple ingredient, which is literally in everything in your house. That includes all of your dishwashing, your cleaners, your fabric softeners, everything has fragrance in it. So for me, I think it's one of the simplest but also hardest things to change, because it's literally just looking for that one word on your ingredient list and saying, nope. So, but that's why you need Young Living, is because we literally have most things that you would buy in the store. These are just a few of the things I pulled out of my house. I tell you all the time, 600 plus products. Again, it's a wide range of things, and definitely couldn't have brought everything. So if you have questions, please come to me. It makes me crazy when people are like, oh, I didn't know y'all had that. And I'm like, well, ask me first. Ask me. We probably do. Also, I'm real excited. Last year, this got released. This is our new fragrance line. It is designed for men and women, depending on how you would like to smell. So this, you can buy this set. It's only like $50. It lets you try all 5 fragrances until you decide which one you would like. I have a coupon code if you're interested. How do you get your Young Living? 2 minutes, awesome. All right, eating bread. All right, so this is how, if you have an Amazon account, you can have a Young Living account. It's free to set up. Back in the day, you had to buy a certain thing to have an account. Those days are gone. If you scan this code or you ask me, I'll send you a link, and then you're gonna just go in, you'll create your account, pick what you want, put it in your cart, check out. There are some ways to get things for a little bit cheaper price. Plus, if you use the code SHAREYL, that's going to give you an instant 10% off that very first order. What I like to do for people is sit down and talk to you, find out what is it that you're interested in, what are you wanting to start with. I make you a wish list, which makes it even easier because you just click on that wish list. Many of you have used that to get started. I think that's super helpful, and I'm freezing still. So,
hang in there.
My classes. So I teach generally the first Tuesday of every month at Cord, which is the wine bar down by Fuzzy's and Jet's Pizza. It is open to anybody. I always buy the snacks for everybody. If you would like to drink, you can buy your own drinks, you can have water, whatever. I teach for about 45 minutes, then we just sit around and chat, get to know each other, share experiences, all that stuff. The subject changes every month. This Tuesday, women, we are talking about balancing hormones, because that pink box down there is an amazing new product. I have personally been on it for a month. I'm going to talk about my experiences with it. But if you have trouble with your hormones, which most of us do, I'd love to help you show how to balance theirs. I think that's it. Yep, that was it.
Right. Questions? Let's take 2 questions from the audience. Anybody?
And
What is your number 1 seller of your oil? What's the most popular?
the most popular oil, probably in between Thieves and the Thieves essential oil and lavender, because lavender is so good for everything. Anybody else have questions?
Dakota Hedma.
Oh, Dakota, yes, sir.
Specifically, then, I asked about this earlier. Infant products.
Yes, so we actually have a line called Seedlings that is specifically for their babies, and it includes diaper wipes, rash cream, lotions, and then just for the little bit olders above that, we have a line called Kid Scent. Again, it's all created specifically for kids. It's like bath gels, and then we have these oils, which are pre-diluted and meant to use on kids. That doesn't mean adults can't use them, but it just helps use these for the kiddie oils, actually.
Thank you so much.